Hello. Are we live? We are live. Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to the grid draw, SRK grid draw live with the SSC promotions organisers, the directors of SSC promotions, Diego, Sam, and Luke. Hello.
Hi. How's it
We
going?
haven't done a grid draw in a while, so I've forgotten what we're doing this. We're doing this for the Thruxton, the ADS Painting and Decorating Thruxton round next weekend. I got my microphone working without any help from Sam, and it's fixed. Sam's looking rather blue today, though. For some
I was thinking
reason.
that. Yeah, I was. Don't know
Is
what it
everything
is.
all right, pal?
Yeah,
I
just
hope
sad.
so. All right. Well, plan for tonight is we're going to do. We're going to talk about the endurance round first because we don't have a draw for the endurance, which we'll explain in a sec. Then we're going to look through the onboard lap, and then we're going to do the sprint draw. I know. Actually, we'll do the sprint draw, and then halfway through we'll do the onboard lap, and then we'll talk a little bit later on as well. Okay. So first of all, we're just going to talk about the endurance rules very quickly. So let me just bring up the thing that I posted today about endurance. There you are. So stuff that we need to know about for this round. We aren't doing match qualifying, and that's for a variety of reasons, but the main one is that the track's very long. We're also under a little bit of time constraint because we're running endurance and sprint in the same day. So we're going to run something called group qualifying, which is pretty similar to something you've done before, which is just based on a team of 4, 3 laps each. And it's just the aggregate time of those 4. Sam, what does aggregate mean?
When it's all added together.
Yeah, well done. Some of our viewers won't know what that means because they drive go-karts. But it's the 4 times added together to decide the grid. And we're going to trial a BOP. What does BOP mean, Sam?
Oh, come on, it's Luke's turn.
Yeah, but you're
Balance of
stupider.
performance.
Yeah, cool. Balance of performance, which means this is the thing we do with the time penalty. So we're going to add 0.1 seconds for every 5 kilos under the team limit. Luke, can you explain that a little bit?
Yeah, so if the team, for instance, if you got 4 drivers and one of those is a light driver and they're, say, 10 kilos under the weight, but everyone else meets the 80 kilograms, they'll get 0.2 seconds added onto their aggregate time. However, if the team weight is more than 320, there won't be any penalty, even if they've got a light driver in there because it's the combined time. Obviously, if the team has got less than 4 drivers and one of those drivers is lighter than they're lighter than the 320 kilograms. The lightest driver is doubled, so that they ended up basically counting as 2 people, and they'll probably end up doing 2 sessions in qualifying.
I was going to say if someone opts to put their heavier driver out, do they still suffer from that double penalty?
Well, they have to have all drivers go out in
in
qualifying. Yeah, they've got to do it in qualifying as well because there's 4 rounds.
Yeah. But I mean,
the same as match quality,
team of
except
3,
everyone will race.
Okay.
It's up to you about your 4th. You said 0.2 there, didn't you, Luke? You mean 0.1?
No, well, I said 10 kilos for 0.2.
Oh, right, I stopped listening.
Yeah, for every 5 kilos under. So if it's 0 to 5 kilos, it's basically 0.1. Then if it's between 5 and 10 kilos, it'll be about 0.2.
I think
so on from there.
Yeah, I mean, the best way to, I suppose, explain it is you've got 4 people all weighing 80 kilos. Their total team weight would be 320. There's no penalty. But if one of those 4 people were 70 kilos, then they'd be 10 kilograms under the team weight. Therefore, the team aggregate total will get 0.2 seconds added.
Yes. Exactly.
If that one person was 60 kilos, then it would be 0.4.
Basically, yeah. So I'll make a fangled graphic that we can follow it live, but that'll be on RaceUp. The only other thing it's not really very different, but Thruxton are a little bit more. They put a bit more emphasis on having proper weights. So make sure you're not bringing like a rucksack of lead.
Loose weight, basically.
Before.
Yeah.
Loose weight. Yep. So last year they actually, before the event, they specified that you have to tape your lead to the cart. So they haven't specified that this year, but it might be worth bringing some duct tape just in case. I know we'll have some, but yeah. So those like really light drivers, just make sure you got a decent seat.
I'd basically summarize it with, if you show up on the day with loose weight and the track says no, that is tough. It's nothing you can do. We cannot force them to allow your weight. So do what you can to put all of your weight into one big piece that you can sit on so that it doesn't go flying out, basically. Most of us have a seat insert that we tape it to, so yeah, try and do that.
Exactly right. And I think that's everything we need to talk about the endurance. It is sold out now. We're doing 16 teams. I will briefly mention Rye House in 2 weeks' time. They are going to allow 14-year-olds to race. So 14-year-olds and 15-year-olds are allowed to race. We have got the entire event there, and we can run up to 26 teams, although we may limit that to 16. So please enter if you haven't entered already. It would be nice to be at the more the merrier, really. So yeah, get in on Rye House in 2 weeks' time. Okay, and that's pretty much what we need to talk to you about the endurance. Anything I've forgotten about the endurance?
Yes, if it rains, if we declare it a wet race, we'll basically half the weight penalty. So instead of it being 0.1 for qualifying, it'll be half a tenth, and in the race, the penalty for the pit stops will be half of it. But that's if it's declared a wet race before we start the event. If it rains partway through the event, the penalties are all standard from the dry.
How do we declare a wet race?
Basically,
I declare a wet race. Basically, but we have to do it.
It works both ways, though. You know, it could be declared a wet race and dry up after 20 minutes, and then it's still a wet race for the whole thing. So there's an element of the weather.
Yes, there is. Okay, cool. I think we are ready to go on to the draw. So we are drawing the sprint championship round this weekend. It's been 7 months since the last round. I can't remember when the last one was, Daytona. So we'll make sure this doesn't happen next year. It's going to be a lot better calendar. I can't remember why it's like this year. It was
the start of last month, so it's basically been 2 months.
Wow, that's a long time. Okay, so we're going to start with the amateur and novice entries. So balls 29 to 59. So Ballmaster, have you readied your balls?
I have, yes.
Very good. Let's start with Sam tonight. Who's going first tonight?
We have Josh Selway from Vertici Racing.
It's a wildcard entry on the Masters team.
And we have number 33.
Okay, and this grid order is going downwards. So again, you might have to bear with me while I suppose I could just use Control F. You can see what I see here. There we go. Right, next one to be drawn is Lee Brown from the SRK Rookies team. This is a first-time driver in the novice class.
Number 51.
Who's next?
Next up, we have Wayne Hall, who's his teammate, or a SRK Rookie teammate.
They probably don't know each other.
Second.
Number 53.
Oh, just like teammates. So he's going to start last in the final race, which could be good. Andrew Cook from GL Racing. We are long-awaited debut for Andrew Cook. He was supposed to be at all the other rounds, but things have happened.
Number 37.
After that, we have Charlie Rickson from Schreckers or Wreckers.
Also a longer-awaited debut.
We've got number 54.
All right, we have Kai Pugh from Ratio Drag Red, which is not the main Ratio Drag team. That is a second team.
And we have number 34.
After that, we have Darren Evans from Vertici Racing Cirque 2 Rookie team.
We have number 36.
We have got Dan Robinson from Schreckers or Wreckers. We've got a full team this round. We've got 4 drivers. First round was at Coombe this year. Got 42nd, which is a good start.
Got number 44.
Next up, we have Paul Sanders from Team 22 Racing.
I have made a mistake because that should not be in there.
I'm surprised it's taken this long. But...
You've done well up until this point.
Yeah. So that is a ball for the SRK 1 class. So
Right,
I will
again now.
pop that with the other balls in and go again.
Go home, Luke. You're drunk.
I am home. I am home.
You're still
Okay.
drunk.
It is number 41.
Right here. Well, now Luke's done knocking back those shots. We are going to draw for Dylan Evans from the Teachy Racing Rookies team, best of 29th. We haven't seen him for a while.
Okay, we got number 48.
After that, we have Barry Lewis from Vertici Racing Masters.
We got number 29.
Ollie Payne from Stallone Campione Racing. They've got so many teams, so many drivers, they've got to have 3 teams. So well done, Stallone.
It's nice to see another team getting a third team in other than BSR.
They don't have a third team.
They used to.
Number 42.
Did they?
Yeah, they got a junior team.
Oh, yeah, fair enough. Oh, where are we now? Was that Ollie Payne we just did? Yeah. So we have Finley Williams from Ratio Drake Green.
Cool.
How was
we
that?
got number 46.
Okay, we have Kieran Smith for the SRK Rookies team. Back on the SRK Rookies team. Oh, I got lost there for a second. Hold on. 46. All right, off you go.
Number 31.
After that, we have Rupert Rickson from Shrekkers or Wreckers.
And we got number 45.
Jason Ford from the Vertici Masters team.
Number 35.
And of course, I get
Hold
this
on,
one.
I got a while here while Sam tries to say this name.
Yeah. We have Jake Ishiguro Shoot from Shrekkers or Wreckers.
Got number 52.
Jeff Fricker from the GL Racing team. Late entry into the endurance with Peyton Fricker and Barry Lewis. So that's about 12 or 13 teams from the main championship represented in the endurance. So that's awesome. Well done, everyone.
And it is number 56.
I think all of the pro teams have been at every round of the endurance. So that's really cool. That's exactly what we wanted, wasn't it? It's not even the same drivers. We've got 45 drivers at the endurance as well.
Next up, we have Jack Tibbles from Stallone B.
And it is number 39.
Okay, we are drawing for Wade Flewelly on the Swift Cooper B team.
Number 38.
And after that, we have Ben Paynes from Vertici Racing Rookies.
And it's number 43.
Stephen Greatley from the Vertici Masters team. He got his best result of 20th last time at Daytona.
Inside top 20, that's good.
It's number 50.
After that, we have Tom Cardno from Stallone B.
Is number 30.
Shane Lucas from the Swift Cooper B squad. He's also doing the endurance. They've got 2 teams in, haven't you, Luke? Well done.
We do, yeah. And is number 32.
And after Shane, we have Mark O'Grady from Team 22. And best finish this season so far, 33rd.
And we got number 47.
Tom Clark from Ratio Drake Red. He's leading the novice championship, I believe, just ahead of Mark O'Grady.
Neck and neck, isn't it?
And we got number 40.
novice championship, by the way, is plus 90 kilos. So anyone's allowed to enter that. So if you've gone above 90 kilos this year, just let us know and we can enter you.
We have Peyton Fricker from GL Racing. Best finish of 26th.
Number 55.
Don't forget to shout bingo.
Yeah, if you get these numbers, well done. And now we've got Sam Oatley from Batici Racing Masters, who has got a best of 15th. I think that was at the last round. I think he won the last round. That's a very good result for a Circ 2 driver, though.
Very good. And it is number 57.
That's the same as his age. I'm going to get told off for saying that. Not the same as his age.
After that, we have Matthew Baker from Stallone B, and best result of 22nd and 3rd in SRK 2 at the moment.
I must admit, I thought Matt Baker was going to get promoted to Cert 1, but he's just skated below.
I got number 58.
And George Braun, who's second in the championship, who's got to be one of the favourites now, because he's got a best finish of 18th this year and 12th last year.
And it is number 59.
After that, we have Freddie Tocknall from Swift Cooper B, who had a best finish of 9th for Circ 2. That's very good.
And that is number 49.
That's got to be a strike.
Strike?
Yeah, he almost promoted to Circ 1. How many races has he done?
Oh, yeah. I was going to explain strikes, actually. So we're actually, we are, 5 races into the season now? So some drivers have gone all the way through there without getting strikes, so they're safe. However, there are some drivers that have missed rounds. So if you notice on the entry list, we've got those 2 little lights in the top right-hand corner of some of them. Some of them are all good, they're just gone. However, we've got people like, for example, Stephen Greatley, who missed a couple of rounds. He is still on this strike system until he's done 5 rounds this year. And that goes all the way up to the final. And yeah, so you could end up with somebody suddenly jumping up into the lead of Cert 2 now, but picking up strikes, and they'll get promoted just before the final. But it's not going to happen at the final round.
Well, I'm looking at it here, and it looks like all the way from Shane Lucas down to Freddie Tocknall, they've all done 5 races. So all of them, that is the fight now for Circ 2.
That is, it should be. But you never, because it's on drop rounds, you never know, because some people are a little bit lower down. And I suppose it'll be while you get the onboard lap up, it's probably a good idea to talk about what we're planning to do next year with a class split. So this is just a plan at the moment, but we're looking at expanding to 10 rounds next year. And after round 6, we're going to be running the higher capacity tracks and splitting the classes on the grid. So all of the Circ 1 drivers will go at the front and all the Circ 2 drivers will go at the back. And then we'll do the draw within those bounds. And what that should do is make the race a little bit less chaotic, because that's one of the issues we had at Daytona MK, because everybody's so mixed up. And in sprint racing, you gotta be quite aggressive. So when you've got these classes so mixed up, it does lend itself to people getting penalties sometimes. But we can't do that this year because we've got the drop round system. So we have to stick with what we got for now. So we'll work on what we said from MK, where 1 billion people got reprimands, but all of those people will have eyes on them. And if we get more reprimands, they're going to pick up penalties this year. But that is the plan next year. So the other things that will work with that, again, just a working plan here. During the first 6 rounds, it's your best 4 results. And then from 7, 8, 9, 10, all of those rounds count. And that's just because of the class split. So again, this is just a work in progress, but that is a loose idea. So if you have any thoughts of that, anyone, shoot it over. Let us know what you think. Okay, all right. So we are going to quickly look at an onboard lap that Sam has allegedly checked. Are we allowed GoPros at Thruxton, Sam?
We are not. They do not allow GoPros at this track because this video was hard enough to find, and I'm guessing this guy who recorded it wasn't allowed to. So, yeah, just a heads up.
Alistair Mallard.
Naughty.
Boy. Right, is the sound turned down first?
It is, yeah. Nice and
all right, go on then.
low. You ready?
Talk us through Thruxton. Put it on full screen.
Oh, okay, all right. There we go. How's that?
Yeah, talk us through it.
There we go. So we're approaching the grid across the line for the start of the lap. There we go. There's a nice left bend
Okay.
close to the edge here, a little bit of a runoff, holding it left all the way down this big hill where it then chicanes. Another chicane, and it goes quite a bit onto the curb and kicks you right out to the left down the ramp. And then a bit of a diving zone here if you can get it right. And this is the long sweeping back straight where realistically you've got to get it right the previous corner to get a good run on people. Slipstream's quite important here as well. A couple of big curves. And my favorite corner is this little tight section and a left across the line.
Very nice. You did break up a little bit at the start there, but we got the gist of it. But the point about Thruxton is it's a very fast track, isn't it?
Yeah, and I think the main thing is there's so many opportunities where you can ride the curbs, but if you just get it wrong, it just costs you so much time.
They do also do curb warnings at Thruxton, though, because I got a black flag last year because of that.
Yeah, no, definitely. I think they're quite hot on it in certain sections. There are some sections where they can't really see the curb as well, so you kind of get away with it. But yeah, I mean,
not if I'm race director, which will be the plan.
Just at your own demise, I guess. But I mean, if I just rewind it to this corner here, this corner is so important. You go under the ramp, moving to this left hand here onto the back straight. If you scrub speed here, it affects you all the way around the edge of the circuit. And just watch, you get into the slipstream, you can just pull out alongside someone and just drive straight past, basically. So
I got passed on the grass on the left there last year, so don't think that because you're on the white line. I think it was Oli Bayani that did it. I was like, all right, fine.
Just called him out.
And
yeah,
we managed to pass.
Yeah, this corner here, I have to say as well. I mean, I was looking at a clip from Hagen Power the other day where he went. I think he went for a practice session, and this corner right here, if you stick your nose in on the inside of someone here, somehow it will end up with them getting fired in the wall. Hagen had a bit of a nasty crash the other day, so this corner right here, I would not recommend going for an overtake.
Hagen is doing all right, but that was a fairly big crash, wasn't it?
Well, he almost came out of the cart, so yeah.
That was a public session, so
yeah,
you have yourself to blame. Okay, cool. Right, well that's Thruxton lap. So if you're doing some revising, you can rewind back to that. But let's.
We don't have a wet line either. There are no wet line videos from what I can find.
Did we do wet last year? I can't remember.
Don't think so. I'm trying.
I haven't checked the forecast actually, but I think they allow chest mounts. Maybe I can't remember what they said. I know they don't allow head cam mounts.
Possibly. Yeah.
Presumably, some of these tracks that don't allow this will change their views soon. But it's because of the Schumacher thing. That's the reason, and it's because of insurance. So, fine. We respect their wishes. Okay, well, you're not going to find a wet lap, so let's jump on with the grid draw. So 1 to 28. Have you done it this time? Ball master.
Well, I hope so.
I'm not convinced.
You're going to be promoted from ball master to ball peasant in the next round. Okay, all right. Well, I have no faith in the ball master, but begin drawing your balls. Who are we starting with? Henry Barrington. Henry Barrington is. Did he win the championship last year in juniors? No, James Burgess did, but he was second last year in juniors, and he's stepping up to SRK 1 this round. So it'd be interesting to see how he does.
Okay, and he will be number 17.
And he's got to have about 100 kilos of weight, I think.
And I'm told as well that from the infamous Chris Ball that number 9 on the grid is supposedly the one to have. So we'll
what, cart 9 or
no, the number 9 on the grid draw.
The hell does that mean?
So 14th place in Heat 1. Whoever gets ball number 9, supposedly that is the one that's the one that everyone wants. So.
All right, cool.
Well, I think it's completely irrelevant until you see who's in the race.
Now, come on, Luke.
That's it, Chris. Luke has fired some shots your way.
Yeah, Chris, you nerd. Just drive your car.
I'd quite. Which should we pick a number? Let's pick a number. Diego, what
number 1?
You're not racing, are you?
Number
Or
1.
are you racing? I hope you're not racing.
I'm not
And
racing.
Luke, what number do you want?
7.
You want 7. Okay. I would quite like 13. I always pick 13. So anyway, next up, Cameron
This is
Noble,
stupid.
Stallone B. It's gonna be a fix. You watch.
Okay, number 28.
All right. We have Barney Williams from the Teachy Racing Pro group. We are drawing this in reverse championship order, by the way.
When you pull our names out of the bag, Luke, you might want to hold the balls up so people know it's not fixed.
Number 26.
Picking him out of his lap. That's what it is. Even though there is no benefit to any of this, he's fixing it.
Chris Ball disagrees.
Oh no.
Next up, we have Thomas Wiltshire from Ratio. Help.
Ratio Drag.
Thank you. Green.
And that is our favourite ball of number 22.
22. All right. Matthew Borrodale from Teachy Racing Pro again.
Okay, and that is number 3.
And then after him, we have Hagen Power from Teachy Racing Pro as well.
The battered corpse of Hagen Power.
Yeah, we're going to call that final corner the Hagen corner.
And you're out of luck, Sam, because it is
fix.
But that is generally quite an unlucky number, and Hagen seems to be very unlucky.
Well,
so
I'm actually lying. I did want cart 9, so sorry, number 9. So
just to prove it wrong.
Yeah.
All right, let's go Sam Cox in the Swift Cooper A team. Best of 18th.
That is number 12.
All right. Now we're going to have to see the balls up high here, Luke, because you're next. Luke Cooper, M4M Swift Cooper.
Why are you this far down the championship? Why are you so bad?
Because I missed Milton Keynes.
But we have drop rounds.
There's only one drop round into account at the moment, is it?
I don't know. You missed Milton Keynes?
No. Well, the Formula Fast.
Oh, Formula Fast. Yeah, okay. I'll let you off.
But that's 2 rounds, right? So it's 3 drop. Correct?
I don't know. Probably.
But I've not had a particularly good year either, so that hasn't helped.
We're so good at this.
And it's number 21.
21.
Oops, that wasn't what I meant to do. Neil Durant has asked, can we do the extra little bit at the bottom? I am waiting on a reply for that, so I don't know at this point, I'm afraid. I have a call with them this week. Okay, James Wiltshire from Ratio Dry Green. We've got 13th place. I think that was at MK as well. That's the second best result this season for a Circuit 2 driver.
Number 14.
After that, we have Adrian Perez from Team 22.
We've got number 10.
Luke Evans from Hall Pass. He's missed a round and he's not 90th in the championship.
We got number 5.
After that, we have Tom Seabrook from Hall Pass Racing Academy. It's an academy team, and he's on it.
Yeah, you'll get up to the main team soon, Tommy.
It's got number 11.
Oh, that's very cynical, isn't it? Aidan Dancer, who is momentarily leaving the Teachy team to race with Team 22 in the endurance. We do encourage messing between teams in the endurance, by the way. It doesn't matter. It's just a bit of fun.
Number 4.
I know those big money contracts are being negotiated at the moment for next season.
I've lost most of my team.
We should do a Formula 1 style little grid where you got the little question mark and who's in what team and all the.
Everyone is question mark.
Next up, we have Ben Frankham from BSRB. Best result of 11th.
We got number 15.
Well, I might have to be question mark on someone else's team if I can't find any bloody drivers.
I'll go on your team.
I've got a space. Do you want to join my team?
Really?
I might actually. SSC promotions team, and then we can fix everything
even more.
Who was next? Joe Peters, Hall Pass Racing.
We got number 27.
Best result of 5th.
Really, that's quite. Oh, that was a Formula Fast, wasn't it? Cool. We have got Charlie Summers from Stallone A, who was got a podium, but is down in 14th in the championship.
Got number 9.
Oh, there you go. Is that the best one?
Ah, he's got 9.
He's your winner.
That's right. I was lying anyway. I only wanted number 1.
Well, I wanted number 1.
Just gonna keep changing my number until I get it. After that, we have Ben Chick from M4M Swift Cooper A.
We got number 25.
Hello, Zach Swannell from Stallone Campione A.
We got number 2.
After that, we have Chris Bull from BSRB. Best finish of 8th.
We got number 19.
I don't know if my noise cancelling is working, but there's a clock going off very loudly.
Can't
Can you hear that?
Nope.
Well,
Because you're
right,
using
there
the
you go.
correct mic this time.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay, Jen Tompkins from BSRB. Again, a podium, only in 10th place in the championship.
Got number 23.
So 1 place above Chris Bull as well. Look at that.
Above
That's a lot,
Chris Bull, though.
Above.
That's important.
After that, we have Zach Venn, Hull Pass Racing. Best result of 4th this season. Zach, what is going on?
And we got number 24.
Yeah, but he's consistent enough to be above drivers that have got better results than him. As is the way the championship works. Okay, Ole Bayani, who won round 1, I think, but we haven't seen much from him since. Ollie.
Wow. Called him out.
Okay, he's been harsh.
Number 20.
I was a little harsh, I'm
Poor
sorry.
Ollie. After that, we have Neil Durant, PSR A. Best result of 2nd, yet to win a round. Come on, champ.
We got number 6.
And Gabe Quinter, who won the last round, and he has got 2 wins, but he is 6th in the championship. How is that possible? Who designed this point system? Doesn't make. Oh no! While he's watching, I'm in trouble.
We got number 8. Number 8.
Oh, number 1 still available. Okay, we have James Dowding, who best result of 3rd, but he's 4th in the championship. So Mr.
How
Consistency.
does this work?
Yeah.
Then we got number 18.
It's probably to do with the quali points. What am I saying? Heat points. That's different from this year. Okay, we have Sam Slatter from BSR with a victory this year. Have you won something this year?
Yeah, Formula Fest. I should have won
yeah, you
both,
did.
but I overtook someone before the start.
So, what
Give me
number
one.
do you want?
Give me 1.
Number 7.
Oh,
Oh.
I got your number. I'll take it. That's actually better. I'll have 7. Thanks.
All right, so we got 1 and 16, and I forgot to do 52 there, so I'll work that out later on. So 2 more drivers to go. Who's next?
After me, we had Seb Miller, who was the championship leader, but not now because Ryan took the lead.
That's good. That's some awesome commentary there.
We got number 16.
Oh, that's good actually. Look at that.
The last person always gets number 1. Have you noticed that?
Not always. It's just usually when Neil's getting drawn. So. All right. Well, hopefully number 1 has come up now.
So yeah, number 1.
Hey. And who was that for?
Good. All right. Ryan Taylor,
Hey, there
the
we go.
championship leader. So that's our grids. What do we think of those? Let's hide this. There we go. What do we think of these?
Just another thing as well. Ryan Taylor hasn't won a round. Best result 2nd, currently leading the championship.
God, this is a stupid championship, isn't it? Like, honestly. Why can't we just have normal point scoring? Anyway, there we go. What do we think of these heats then? Remember, it's this way. So heat 1 is down, then heat 2, all the way across.
Yeah. Is there any tough? First, I'm looking at the pairings at the front.
Oh yeah.
Who's B. Williams? Who's that?
Barney Williams.
Barney Williams. All right. And Aiden Dancer and Cameron Noble should be a good fight for the win. Heat 4.
And Seb just behind that as well.
You got Bayani in 4th behind Gabe and Quinter in Heat 8. Can Bayani chase him down?
It's a pretty scattered grid, actually. That looks interesting.
Yeah, I was thinking that. Yeah.
Heat 10 is quite difficult from the back. And you and Seb in Heat 11.
Oh, yeah. Seb and I in Heat 11. That'd be good.
And Gabe right at the back of Heat 12. So if he's got some good first results, then he'll go straight up in the last round.
Probably the most stacked one is Heat 6. You got Neil Durant on pole, James Dowding 4th, Frankham, Seabrook, Noble, Swannell at the back, Tompkins right in front.
Thomas Cardno in second as well.
Cardno is a very quick second. Even Rickson knows how to put it. Yeah, that's a tough group.
Yeah.
I'd say Heat. So George Bourne
Heat
at the
6.
back. Yeah,
Heat of death.
Heat of death. And luckily
Jolly
for Neil,
good.
he's right at the front. He can get away from it.
Okay, well, as ever, these grids are on Race Hub. That number 60 is available, so whoever books in can have it. Any dropouts, sometimes we just swap straight in. There's a couple of drivers in here that I've already talked to that might swap with another driver. We've already had consent to do that, so you might see a couple of names changing, but nothing too crazy. And any dropouts on the day, there's not much we can do about it there. We'll just move everybody up. And if we have any late additions on the day, they will start at the back of the grid in those races. But yes, that is the plan for this weekend at Thruxton. It is a arrival time of 9 a.m. in the endurance, and off the top of my head, I think it's 12:30 in the sprint. It might be 12 o'clock. Check the poster on Facebook for that. But I'll be sending the information out via email tomorrow or Thursday, as ever. And that is the plan for this weekend. Anything else we need to talk about?
Nope. I think should hopefully be a tame one, but we'll see.
It's Thruxton. Who won Thruxton last year? Remember?
Adrian Perez, James Dowding second, me third.
How do you remember that?
Because I remember fighting James for second, and he just said Adrian.
Oh yeah. That's right. We are using the same carts all day, so that will, what will happen there. That's the way rental karting is, but we'll do the best we can with it.
So we had a question from Neil and I think Seb and Chris about the kart rotation. So last year we didn't rotate the karts after any of the heats, so the fast ones generally made their way to the front and stayed there. Obviously we've done 2 karts at the front rotating to the back every single heat. I think we'll do that as normal if the track lets us do it, and then when it comes to the finals, the rotating will stop because we don't want to rock it to go to the back of the A final. That's just not fair. So
yeah, so just get it right in the heats. We'll also do that in the enduro qualifying as well, top 2 to the back. So you get a different car. I didn't explain that earlier on, by the way. So at the end of enduro qualifying, you get pick of the carts based on the qualifying order, as you would do in match quali. So you probably want to choose one of the ones that you've been driving, but yeah, you won't know until the end.
Mm-hmm.
Right,
also, with that, the kart swap during qualifying, every driver will be on a different kart from the team.
That is the plan. It may be that some drivers end up in the same one just because of the order, but it should be in a 3-lap. You're not going to get many karts swap in position, so it should be a fairly simple case of just rotating 2 to the back and moving everybody up 2 each time. So you almost certainly will get 4 different karts. Jolly good. And that's the plan for the weekend. I don't think there's anything else we need to talk about, unless I've forgotten anything.
Nope. We're good. Yeah,
and thank you to ADS Painting and Decorating. They're our sponsors for this round. Any painting or decorating work you need in the Bradford on Avon area, I believe. I'm sure they go a little bit further out as well. Then get in touch with them on their Facebook page. They'll do you a little discount if you mention you're from SRK, I imagine. And as ever, thanks to our championship sponsors, Revolution Audio, who are not powering this stream. This is a very amateur stream that I am doing. So this Revolution Audio are far better than this.
This is a Diego powered stream.
This is a Diego stream, yeah. Revolution Diego. Before Joel bites my head off. They do far better live streams and sound for small events as well. So if you have any events you need to sort sound for or DJing, anything like that, get in touch with Joel and he will give you a discount. And that's the plan for that. Thank you very much, everybody. We will see you on Sunday. Have I got that right? Sunday?
Right and early.
That is correct.
No, you're making me question it now. What day is it? Where are we going?
Okay, bye.